iPad mini 2. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the big daddy, the iPads. The first one seems obvious and a foregone conclusion since we first saw the iPad mini, and that is an iPad mini-like design, meaning it'll be thinner, lighter, and a little bit more on the narrow side. So think of the iPad 5 as just being like a larger iPad mini, which makes sense anyway. From the processor side, we should see the A7 chip or possibly an A7X chip. We should also see the fingerprint accent touch ID and 802.11ac, which was oddly missing from the iPhone 5S. We should also see new fancy colors, so say goodbye to black and say goodbye to white and say hello to silver and space gray. And we might also be like, hey, gold iPad. We've seen shells that are revealing that those are going to be the three colors Apple is going to stick with, so expect those to make their way. I'd also expect the same retina display to be there. I wouldn't expect any sort of uppage in resolution until the next generation iPad, so really it's going to be all about the design, probably a little more speed. The 802.11ac and Touch ID should probably be the big change. We might see a bit of an upping of the cameras as well. Let's talk about the iPad mini, probably my favorite tablet on the market. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we are going to have a retina display, although it seems like depending on the day there are conflicting reports, but I think we're going to finally get a retina display on an iPad mini, which means they'll probably get a little bit thicker and a tad wider, which I'm totally okay with if it means we get just that beautiful high-res screen. I do not think we're going to have Touch ID. I think that's going to be reserved for the iPad line. New colors as well. You should have the space gray, the silver, and the gold. Probably the A7 chip with the A7X more than likely going to the larger iPad. Design should stay pretty much exactly the same, save for a little thickness if it does get that retina display. I expect the pricing to stay the same, the size storage to stay the same, the carrier should stay the same if you want the cellular version. Probably not going to be that many changes going to be going on to it. It'll be, I think, incremental. But that might not be the only thing that Apple shows us. We might finally see new Apple TV hardware, not the Apple television set, but that little black box. Might finally see some new hardware to that. Might finally get a Mac Pro release date, which we're hearing is going to be November. A date and price for Mavericks, which might finally happen. Updated MacBook Pros seem long overdue. We just had an update to the MacBook Air, so I don't expect that to change. And that should be about it, unless Apple wants to throw everybody for a loop and be like, hey, Galaxy Gear, your watch kind of isn't so good. You should check out my Apple iWatch. Or whatever it might be. I wouldn't expect a giant one more thing. So what do you guys think? You excited about these next generation iPads? I'm really kind of meh on the iPad 5, but I'm more excited about the iPad mini. That's because I prefer my tablets in the 7-inch variety. But you might be different. So what are you excited about? Not excited about? Do you care? Do not care? I want to hear your thoughts. Please leave them right down in this general region, and we'll know for sure next Tuesday. And of course, we will have coverage going on, bringing you minute-by-minute updates for what's being announced on stage in Northern California. Please give the video a thumbs up. It's definitely appreciated. Till next time, I'm John Ranger from Techno Buffalo. I'll see you next video.
What's up, everyone? It's Ashley. Thanks so much for watching that most recent video. If you enjoyed it, please click on the word subscribe right underneath me to get tons of more tech videos from us here at Techno Buffalo. We have got unboxings, comparisons, reviews, recaps, and everything else you can think of here on the channel. If you're in the mood for more technology, just click right over here to check out some of our most recent videos. See you next time, humans.